Right, so today we're shooting on the brand new Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV. We've got a 16mm, 24mm and a True Optical Telephoto 85 to 125mm lens. I have no idea how they've managed to stick this in this phone. We've got real-time eye tracking on all lenses and 4K 120 on all the cameras. We've got my good friends Steph and Rob, who are going to be doing a bit of modelling slash subjecting for us. So we're in not so sunny Cornwall, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for a bit of decent weather, but we're going to see if we can shoot a nice little cinematic scene on this phone. All of them lenses, all the new features. Hopefully it looks nice. You'll see it before we do, so enjoy it. Right, so the weather's perked up, thank God, because we was in a bit of trouble earlier. So we're going to do some nice little shots through these dunes. I'm going to get Rob and Steph to, have a bit of a frolic, and that is what we're going to try out on the 120 frames in 4K. So as always, I just want to make sure we get to keep that 180-degree rule. I always want to have about a 1/50th of a shutter if I am going to be shooting at like 24, 25 frames. So NDs, that is literally just going to pop over the top of the lens there, and we're going to get a much nicer exposure at a lower shutter speed, so we get that nice perfect motion blur, because we don't like high shutters. High shutters make me feel a bit anxious. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try touch the focus on the grass here so it doesn't like focus on the background, and then by the time Steph comes into frame, hopefully, even though she's got the camera in her face, it will actually focus on her face. Action. Oh mate, perfect. That's like high level alpha stuff, but like in a phone. That's mad. Action. There's our shot. Right, so we've got 50% extra brightness on the phone, on the monitor, which is perfect. So when you're framing up, when you're exposing, obviously you want to be able to see your frame. When it's bright like today, definitely need that extra brightness on the monitor. So I'm like a massive fan of push in and pull out shots. And I hate it when you've got a gimbal and it's like doing this as it's going in. I just like it to be like pinpoint perfect. So what I do is I like to get a slider, put the gimbal on the slider, slide it across, so you get the stabilisation of the gimbal but the non-bounciness of the slider. So hopefully this works. It'll be a bit of an experiment, and yeah, fingers crossed. 3, 2 and action. Action. There it was. That was the f***ing shot, boy. But just stay there, yeah? 3, 2, and action. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yes, 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 yes. We got it. Come on. Can I get one, like, of the most cliche shots ever of, like, you running through these? Oh, that came off. Yeah, see that? Like that. Yeah. When that slowed down, like, to 120, damn, we're talking flames. Flames, mate. So obviously we've got 3 different lenses on this. We've got the 16mm, we've got the 24mm and the 85 to 125. Obviously you want to like use different lenses for different reasons. I personally, and a lot of the times, people use them tighter focal lengths to really like focus in on the subject, and it's a better time to actually show like emotion. So you'll notice on a lot of films, people will go like really tight up on like an 85 or 100mm or even a 50mm, and people will really try and show off the emotional side. That's why people like to use like a tighter lens. But if you want to establish a frame, use a 16mm or a 24mm. And I just think it's a bit mad that we got like all of them lenses on one phone to like tell a complete story. And hopefully, I haven't even seen the video we've shot yet, hopefully the video like shows all of them different sides. Right, so I'm getting a shot where I'm gonna hang off the side of the van and shoot these guys through the window at 85mm while they're driving, so we get that nice motion blur, obviously with an ND. But when I'm holding the phone there, I cannot see the frame. So thankfully, I've got this nice little monitor that I can plug directly into the phone and use as a monitor. So let's rig this up and I'll actually be able to see the shot that I'm shooting, which is very, very handy, of course. I can literally just get my Sony clip and I can clamp my vlog monitor directly onto the back. Look at that setup. How cool is that? I'm all over that. Nice. Cool, hold it there. 3, 2, and action. Right, so what's ideal about this phone is the fact that we can literally just, in this scenario, the object touch tracking focus when we're shooting at up to 30p. If you really need to utilise them focus settings, you want to be shooting up to 30 frames. Anything higher than that, you're going to lose out on the object touch tracking focus and also your real-time eye tracking. So, utilise them lower frame rates if you want to really use your higher end autofocus features. Using that touch tracking, so nice because we're on the 85. We've got like such a nice like parallax, and there's so much movement in the frame because we're so compressed. The background just moves so much. Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this side, please, guys. Right, guys, if we come on this rock here quickly, turn your heads towards each other as you're talking. Wow, that's a sunset and a half. Let me try the 85mm. Oh wow, this 85mm, jeez. Oh, we got the moon as well, come on. Mate, we're taking the here. We don't play content, mate. This ain't a game. You don't play this game. Oh, look at that. Mate, that is a joke. Right, I need to get this in 60p because that is levels. Light is unreal. God's going to ask for his money back. He's going to say, listen, I've overpaid here. He's given us too many good conditions. And there's sun. Right, okay, Steph, yeah, let's take your step walking for me. Nice. Right, I need to get further back to compress this space. Oh, hold on, I might... Guys, do you mind if I get you going through here? Such a nice compression. Perfect. Yeah, look, like this for an 85 on a phone just looks so gorgeous. Like once that's slowed down, it'll be perfect. Oh my God, this light hit's different. Oh yeah, there's a bird flying past. Snap that, nice. Just take a few steps that way so I can get like a that's it. This is insane because it's like super dark up there, but you're backlit. It looks so strange. Right, so we're going to switch it up, mate. I know you've always wanted to see me in a wetsuit and that, so here we are. Got the phone in a underwater housing because obviously you can't be shooting with a phone or any device really in saltwater. I've learned the hard way, I'm not going to lie. So we've got the Sony in a housing and I'm going to chase Rob and Steph into the water and we're going to get some underwater stuff. Weather's bang average, but you know what, the shots might look a bit naughty, so let's go 4K 120 in the water and see how we get on. Take a walk out. No, we're closer up here. Oh, it is chilly, mate. Right, so we're back in the studio, mate. Not gonna lie to you, I wasn't that impressed with that underwater footage that we got. So, me and Rob went back into the water the following day when the weather was banging and, mate, it literally looked like we was in the Bahamas, but it was just Cornwall. Tell me why I would bring my big A7, my huge underwater housing that goes with the A7 over something like this tiny little underwater housing that goes on it. We've got an 85 to 125, we've got the 24, and we've got the 16mm. All of them do 4K 120. All of them have got autofocus, eye touch tracking, the full alpha line of autofocus features, which are just insane. I honestly think if you was to match footage off of this up to the A7, 99.9% of people would not notice the difference at all. This thing is genuinely going to be my second shooter now. These shots are honestly next level. I do feel like that 85mm and the 120 frames in all of these lenses has kind of tied those loose ends with phones. I think they were the last pieces that we needed. Other than a little bit more dynamic range, maybe 10-bit, but on YouTube you're not going to notice that. As long as you're not clipping your highlights, and as long as you're keeping that 180-degree rule, I don't see how this couldn't match up with some Sony A7S footage. If you sit them side by side and you watch them on YouTube, you ain't going to tell the difference, mate. Like, you ain't, let's be honest. Also, this thing hooks up as an external monitor on your Sony Alpha cameras. So you've also got an external monitor. This thing also has some incredible live streaming capabilities. Plug this into your Alpha and you can live stream from your Alpha camera. This is a little bit of a content creator powerhouse, I'm not going to lie to you. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think that the footage off of this can match up to an A7? Maybe I'll do a little bit of a shoot off with the A7S and this. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, people. And as always, I'll be catching you lot in the next one, mate. Bosh.